In this video, we're going to talk about Tesla's new full self-driving subscription pricing. Is it too high, is it too low, or is it just right? And how does this matter for you and your portfolio? So let's dive into it. In this video, we'll be covering what the news was, why some people think full self-driving subscription is too expensive, why it's not too expensive, and why Tesla priced it the way they did, and why this matters to you and your Tesla share. If you're new here, welcome to the channel, The Paper Bag Investor, where we're always looking for the next multi-bagger investment for your portfolio. We're trying to find those high conviction companies that you can really do extraordinarily well with in your portfolio, because you can really concentrate your portfolio and have high conviction behind, and then they do exceptionally well. Nothing on this channel is personal financial advice, not investing advice, but I have been investing since about 2009 with approximately a 30% compound annual growth rate over that time. If you get value out of this video, I encourage you hit that subscribe button. Also consider joining my Patreon community. Every tier gets the same benefits, but the lowest price tiers are fixed for the amount of people to sign up. So there is incentive to join now, join early if that interests you. Okay, on to the video. So what the news was. So full self-driving subscription came out over the weekend, and basically it was released that it was $200 per month is the subscription fee. If you have enhanced autopilot already, it's $99 a month, but otherwise $200 a month is kind of the standard pricing. And some people thought this was too expensive. It seemed like a lot of people actually on Twitter had strong voices thinking this was too expensive, this price. Gary Black, he's a great Tesla Twitter follow. I definitely do not agree with everything he puts and all his opinions on Twitter, but in this case, I don't agree with him necessarily either, because he says $199 per month for full self-driving versus $10,000 upfront is way too expensive. Few people will subscribe at that rate. What is Tesla's finance team thinking? And then he goes on in another tweet, if you pay $10,000 up front, your cost over 5 years will be $4,000, since you get 60% back when you sell your car in 5 years. So he's saying 60% residual value of your 10,000 is what is maybe when you sell your used car, what full self-driving is worth to the next person who buys it. Because the way full self-driving, if you buy the full package, the $10,000 package, it continues on with that car to the next person. And he makes this comparison too, that compares to $12,000 over 5 years with a subscription. If the upfront cost is $14,000 with 60% residual, $5.6 thousand, so $199 per month still seems high. So Gary's basically saying, since you get value back in maybe 5 years when you sell your car, if by paying upfront, it's significantly cheaper than paying over $200 a month after month. And that makes sense, except for one thing. I think really he's doing it's really an apples to oranges comparison. It's really not a clear apples to apples comparison, and here's why. See, a lot of these comparisons, such as Gary's and others I'm seeing on Twitter about this, they don't include the optionality that the subscription brings. And they try to compare the overall cost, comparing someone that subscribes month after month and someone that pays up front. But the person that subscribes can cancel and restart on a monthly basis whenever they want. So this optionality is worth something itself, and is a reason why many people will want to sign up for the full self-driving subscription. Let's look at a couple examples. Like, say if someone subscribes for $200 a month, I know it's $199, but we'll just round it to $200, and they use it for 12 months of the year. So they use it nonstop. That's $2,400 per year. It's 4.2 years to break even with the $10,000 upfront cost. Of course, you still have the upfront cost. You still have that extra value because you can sell the car. But at 4.2 years, I don't think many people are actually going to do that. If you're just month after month spending it, you'd probably just buy the $10,000 version, or price that into the loan for your vehicle. Or say someone uses it 8 months of the year, then suddenly it's at $1,600 per year and 6.25 years to break even. Or maybe it's 2 months of the year and it's $400 per year and 25 years to break even with the upfront cost. So I feel like there's a lot of people who might want to try this subscription, and turn it off and on, and maybe they're going on a long road trip for the summer with their family, so they maybe for 2 months of the year they buy the full self-driving subscription just to try it out and use it for their road trip to make their road trip driving easier. And this kind of person, like if they made the full self-subscribing subscription even cheaper, these lower usage SKUs would be more extreme. These sort of SKUs where you're using it 1 or 2 months a year, like if you're only paying, if they made it half the cost, $99 a month, and someone can only pay $99 a month and use it for like 1 month a year when they need it most, it doesn't seem fair to the person who paid $10,000 up front and has they pay that entire cost and burden no matter how much they use it. That's why to me it had to be kind of at that $200 price point or around there. And ultimately I think what's going to happen is many people will pay $10,199 for full self-driving because they will try it for 1 month, and then at some point in time, maybe the next month after or somewhere down the future, they will buy the entire package for $10,000. Ultimately, why does full self-driving matter to you and your portfolio? It matters because it's going to drive Tesla to become the world's largest company. I've gone over the details of this in many other videos, but full self-driving, it allows pure margins. It's money that goes straight to the bottom line with no margins taken away from it whatsoever. Whether people pay upfront with a vehicle, $10,000, or subscribe per month or per mile or whatever it is, it really doesn't matter to me. What matters to me and most is that Tesla has the correct vision and path of achieving full self-driving robotaxis, and that Tesla continues to aggressively execute towards that path. If they do this, the value of full self-driving will rise exponentially, and $200 per month or $10,000 upfront will become much higher. That could go significantly higher and have much higher take rates because the value is there for the consumer. So many people might squabble or debate about the exact pricing schemes, but the main thing I am watching for, and you should be too, is how Tesla is actually progressing with their full self-driving. How fast are they releasing new software improvements? How many interventions and tests are testers finding, maybe in different scenarios, whether it's in really difficult areas or really simple areas or highway areas? How many interventions are they actually coming across? How human-like does the Tesla drive? What does it actually feel like, the experience of driving? How safe do you feel with the driving? What corner cases is it struggling with, and are they improving with updates? These are the questions that actually matter, and these are what I'll be focusing on in this channel most of all, because if they're executing correctly and these answers we're getting good answers to these questions, and Tesla is getting better and better and better at full self-driving, getting closer and closer incrementally towards that goal of robo-taxis. It's who cares about exactly what it's going to be priced at? The value towards shareholders and to the consumers of Teslas, whether the people taking those robo-taxis or people owning those robo-taxis, is going to be extremely massive. So that's what I'm most focused on, and this is what this channel is going to be most focused on. So let me know what you thought of the full self-driving subscription pricing. Hit that subscribe button down below and subscribe to this channel for free if you got value out of this video, and smash that thumbs up while you're at it. Really appreciate that, and I appreciate each one of you for watching this video. And remember, it's in the bag.